Hey everyone, Michael here, aka TumidSeagull, bringing you today my 5 tips for Twitch growth. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and I'll be putting out a whole series on my channel about Twitch tips and tricks to grow your channel, and today will be the first one doing our 5 tips here. If you go onto YouTube and type in 5 tips or 10 tips for Twitch growth, you're going to find hundreds of videos on how to grow on Twitch, different tips and tricks that may work for you, and those videos are great. I've certainly watched a whole handful of them, but I want to make my own, in my opinions, what might be the best areas for you to grow and to boost your channel. So all the tips that I'll be sharing today with you guys are my opinions. You might have something better that is a better tip, maybe something that has helped you grow. Please let me know down below, but these are just my opinions of what I think is the best ways to grow on Twitch. So number one, in my opinion, is community. Building a good community is always a solid way to grow your channel. Tip number 2 is social media. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. All of those will definitely boost your channel, allow you to engage and meet different streamers on the platform. So social media is definitely a great way to grow. Tip number 3 is be unique. So you want to stand out from among the other channels that are on the platform. There are millions of people who stream every day. So you need to do something that will stand out to your audience and get that random viewer, passerby, to click onto your channel. So be unique, do something that just stands apart from the crowd. Tip number 4, treat it like a 9-to-5 job. Now you don't necessarily have to stream from 9 to 5, but you are going to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into growing your channel if you really want to grow seriously. So just treat it like work and just go in to your stream for however many hours that you're gonna be doing it and give it all you got. Tip number 5, don't beat yourself up. So when you first start out streaming, you might have 1 viewer, you might have 0 viewers. Don't let that get you down. Just keep on pushing and know that every day is going to be different. Who knows, maybe this week you might only have 1 or 2 viewers, but next week you might get raided by some random person with another 10 or 12 viewers. And those people might stick around and want to hang out in your channel. So don't beat yourself up if you've been streaming for a few weeks and you only have a couple of viewers. Just know that it will get better over time as you continue to stream and build your channel. So those are my 5 tips for Twitch growth. If you feel like you're satisfied with the video, you don't need to learn anything else, then click off the video and you can go watch something else, I guess. But if you want to stick around and dive into more detailed content, then keep watching as we dive into these 5 tips. So tip number 1, community. I think building and growing a community on Twitch is maybe one of the most important things as a streamer that you can do to grow your channel. You can do this in a lot of different ways by watching other people's streams. You can go in and chat with other streamers, maybe meet some new friends, people who might play the same game as you. For me, it was Dead by Daylight. And when I first started out on Twitch, I would just go into the browse category and just look for some people who might have a catchy title or a cool looking thumbnail. And I just go in and watch their streams, hang out with them. And then if I really like their content, I would go follow them and then tune back in another day when they were streaming. You never know who you might meet on stream and in someone else's stream that might just come watch your stream one day. Another great way to build community is in community nights or events. For me, the very first Wednesday of every month, I do a community night. So I'll make an announcement on social media and I'll tell my viewers, hey, we're gonna be doing some Jackbox party games. Come hang out, everyone can play. And then the next month, the very first Wednesday, we'll change it up and we'll do some Dead by Daylight creative modes. So we just go into custom games and we do some more creative modes that I've made up on my own. The more that you can reach out to your audience and have them interact with your stream, the more likely they're going to return and want to hang out and just watch your channel. Building a community on Twitch definitely takes time. So don't be discouraged if you don't get a handful of followers in the next week or you only have 1 or 2 viewers. Don't give up, keep going, keep pushing on. Tip number 2 is social media. I cannot express to you how important it is to get on social media. Let's start with Twitter. So I use Twitter mainly to post when I'm going live, maybe some really short snippets of my life updates, what I'm doing on the weekend, simple things to interact with people on Twitter. I'll post a picture of when I'm going live, put a little caption in there, a few hashtags, or maybe I'll post a very, very short clip of a highlight that I had on my stream. Twitter is very good to let your viewers know, hey, I'm going live here and at what time, Or if you might be experiencing some kind of technical difficulties, you can say, hey guys, stream just shut down, Streamlabs OBS just crashed, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And it's a great way to let them know in real time, and it keeps them informed as well. With Instagram, I use that mainly to post short clips up to a minute long of my past streams. So I'll go into the highlights, I'll take a video of a past game that I did, I'll chop it up into about 30 seconds to a minute, and I'll post that on Instagram. Instagram also allows you to do story updates. So when you go live, just like you do on Twitter, you can post a picture, say, hey guys, I'm going live, here's the link. You can do the same thing with an Instagram story. So you just go into the app, you open it up, take a picture. For me, I just take a selfie with me and my gear here in the attic. And say, hey, I'm going live, come join me on Twitch. And that's a great way to immediately engage with an audience on Instagram, because when you post that on your story, it immediately pops up at the top, and it'll be the most recent, so it'll be on the left-hand side. And people can see the little orange ring, they tap on it, they see that you're going live, and maybe they'll come watch your stream, who knows. Now when it comes to YouTube, I make a lot of videos that are longer highlights from my stream, maybe an entire full game instead of just a 1-minute clip that I would post to Instagram. I'll post the whole, maybe 8-10 minute long game on YouTube. You never know when a video on YouTube of yours might blow up, and people who watch that might come to your stream. I see a lot of streamers use Facebook as a platform to engage with a different audience. There are a bunch of different Twitch groups that you can get in on Facebook and maybe find some different people to interact with. Maybe some different streamers, different target audience that you can go in and you can say, hey, look, I'm going live. Maybe you want to come over to my channel. And you can post in those groups and interact with different people in there. I know you can also stream on Facebook. I haven't personally done it myself, but maybe that's something that you could try out and maybe it's going to be really good for you. Either way, Facebook could be a really good place that you could grow, and you never know until you give it a shot. Tip number 3, be unique. If you were to go right now to the Dead by Daylight category and just browse channels, there are hundreds of people streaming Dead by Daylight. If you click on any number of them, what is going to keep you interested? What's going to keep you to stick around and stay and watch their channel? In my opinion, you need something that is going to keep your viewer interested and engaged and want to stick around and watch the rest of your stream. For me and my channel, I have a few unique channel points that I created for the viewers to use for me. Let me give you an example. One of these is an upside down wall twerk. So a viewer will redeem the points, and I will back up to the wall behind me, and I will flip upside down and twerk on the wall. Now, you can tell me in the comments down below, but I don't think anyone else on Twitch does that. Not that I've seen anyway. So that's just one example of how your stream can be unique by using something like channel points. Another way that you can stand apart from the crowd is to get creative with your games. For example, one of my good friends, TumidSeagull, was just playing Mario Odyssey with the Joy-Con controller taped down so that he was running forward constantly. Changing up how you play games and how you stream can be a really good way to engage with the audience and stand apart from the crowd. Tip number 4, treat Twitch streaming like a 9-to-5 job. So if you're wanting to get serious on Twitch and really grow your channel and potentially make some money off of it, you really need to treat it like a job and like work. You may spend hours editing video or putting clips together to put on social media, and you might only get one additional follower the next time you stream. Like any small business just starting out, you might not see success right away. Even though you're putting hours of work in, hours of time in editing your clips, putting them on YouTube, putting them on Instagram, don't give up. You have to keep working hard at it. You watch a lot of other streamers on the platform. These guys have been doing it for years. So don't expect to just blow up overnight unless you do. And if that's the case for you, great job. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you. If you spend a lot of time and effort into making videos, into making content and streaming on the platform, I guarantee you, you will grow over time. So don't give up, keep working hard, and your business/Twitch channel will continue to grow. Tip number 5, don't beat yourself up. So when you first start streaming on the platform, it can be really discouraging when you are only streaming to 0 viewers or maybe 1 viewer, only have a handful of followers, and you see a bunch of other streamers have thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers, tens of thousands of viewers, and you say to yourself, oh, why should I be streaming? I'm not doing any good, why should I just keep going? But you can't give up, you can't get discouraged. These guys have been doing it for years, and so obviously they have the numbers that they do. They have the viewer counts that they do. But don't be discouraged, don't give up, especially if you are just starting out streaming. One thing that I cannot encourage enough is do not get tied up with follower counts, with viewer numbers. As long as you are enjoying the game that you are playing, that you are streaming, then that's all that matters. There have been some days where I've only had just a handful of viewers, and there have been others where I've gotten rated a few times, and it's great. You get really encouraged and pumped up. Don't beat yourself up. Don't let yourself get down if you only have just a handful of people in there watching. Maybe no one's even in chat or talking. Your channel will grow down the road. It just takes time. One thing that I might recommend is make small goals for yourself. I know Twitch has a great achievement system, and if you get a certain amount of viewers, you might get an achievement unlocked. Or if you get 5 people chatting in the chat room at the same time, you'll get an achievement unlocked. So make small goals for yourself and take those baby steps when you're first starting out and say, hey, my goal for this week is to have 2 viewers in the channel. Or my goal for next week is to get 1 sub. Do small little things, and those will add up eventually to big things. And maybe a few months down the road, maybe a few years, your channel will grow and blow up to be something great, something big, and you'll have a great community formed around that. So don't beat yourself up, don't let yourself get down, because every day is different. And when you stream on a Monday, you might have 0 viewers. If you stream on Tuesday, you might get 3 or 4. So just keep going, keep pushing, and keep working hard at it, guys. Well, thank you everybody for watching this video. I hope some of these tips have helped you today. If you have any other comments or questions, please let me know down in the comment section below. Or maybe there's a few tips that you might have for me to grow on Twitch, something that's helped you out, just let me know down below. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, a rating down below is always appreciated. And if you feel like you want to subscribe, it's totally free, but not required at all. But it helps me out greatly here on the channel. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for me, and we'll see you in the next one.